Greetings, everyone on planet Earth from Pacific Beach, San Diego. Hi, how are ya? Welcome to Wisdom from the Road and what it's like to live as a gypsy and a traveler with little means other than a guitar, a little bit of money from odd jobs, whatever opportunities come up. And really, it's about trusting the process and letting go and letting God. Not trying to control things, but riding the wave that is life. And obviously, being out here in San Diego, I love metaphors of the ocean and surf metaphors now. But came out here to San Diego, literally camped on the beach. And after about a week of being on the beach, being on the spiritual journey, doing yoga, waking up meditating, doing yoga, exercising, really got starting a routine of giving about 3 hours of just working on myself in first thing in the morning with those elements. But about a week into this journey, I was still drinking wine every day, pretty much, for a week, and it just started to get to where it wasn't serving me. It wasn't fun anymore. Waking up feeling groggy, feeling horrible, and then losing a phone again. Just these situations where I lose control, drinking too much, excess, self-destructive behavior, all that kind of thing. And interesting thing is, when I was camped out on the beach one morning, a big group of a meeting from Alcoholics Anonymous showed up, literally right next to me on the beach. And so God showed up right in time. So I went, sat in the meeting, got to know a few of the guys in the fellowship, and they told me about the Alano Building Club, as they call it. It's a meeting house for AA, and they own an entire building, and they do 4-5 meetings a day. And so I'm now 17 days sober from the use of alcohol, and I feel really great. I feel like it was just time to really let it go, and I had set the intention to make this time in my life, 33 years old, and start moving forward again, working on myself, my spirituality, getting in touch, staying in touch with God, people, having good, meaningful connections, having good experiences, new experiences, playing music, what I came here to do, surfing, learning to surf, all these cool things, doing yoga. And so, yeah, I cut alcohol out, and I feel really good. And for the first time in my life, a couple times since I've been to the program of Alcoholics Anonymous, really, all I can say is I attribute it to the grace of God taking the compulsion and the obsession away from me. And since then, there's been alcohol all around me all the time. There's a lot. It's a drinking town. There's bars everywhere, up and down the street. You can hear the nightlife. It's like this every night. And to be around it and be able to go to a grocery store and they sell liquor, and to be able to walk by it and it really doesn't bother me is a miracle in and of itself. But yeah, it's been an interesting experience. And so I got a job with some of the guys at AA, and of all things, they go out to the Cove, La Jolla Cove, just north of here, and they do tours of there's a cave up there at the Cove, and there's seals that swim up there. And I was able to go Sunday and do 4 of these tours and take people out swimming to the Cove and to see the seals, and it was really amazing. And yeah, I mean, to get paid to go swimming in the ocean and meeting interesting new people and just really kind of living the California lifestyle and getting paid to do that kind of stuff. I mean, it's pretty wild to me. It's far out, and then been out playing music, and had to face a fear I ended up doing kind of my inventory through the program, but my fears, that's part of one of them. And for pretty much this past week or even longer, I've had I have a guitar. I can go out and busk, play, make some tips, and people appreciate musicians and out here, and they, good musicians do pretty well out here. But this fear of me just going out playing music in public for people, I just couldn't overcome it. I just couldn't face it, and it's such a irrational fear, really. So kind of walking into it, feeling what that's like, addressing it. Why is it that I feel this way, or why is it's so daunting a thing to just take my guitar out and just play, really, for myself, and open my case and see if people drop money in. But I just avoided it like the plague all week, made excuses and this and that. And I finally went out tonight, and I just did it. I went out actually in front of the Sprouts, the Whole Foods market up here, played for maybe an hour, and got a few bucks. And then a little girl came up and dropped a 20 in there, and so I made about 25 bucks in an hour's time. Just playing some songs and playing stuff I like, and following my bliss. And so, fears will come up, things will come up. We all have insecurities. We're all worried about judgments. That stuff is real. It is a part of the life we live. But it's so important to recognize it, to honor it, to honor the shadow, the things that come up, and just take that leap of walking through it, going through it, facing your fear head on, and the outcome. You will always be rewarded, even if it's not right away or whatever. You will always, the universe always rewards you and honors you for facing your shadow and walking into those fears. So if I can do it, you guys can do it. And follow your dreams, like the saying, follow your bliss. What is your highest bliss? What do you want your life to be? What do you want to experience while you're here with the short time we're given? Do you want to be stuck in a cubicle? If it is happiness, if you're comfortable with it, good, you're on the right track. But if there is that doubt, and you ever feel like, oh, I would just love to go visit this place in Europe, or do this, or go skydiving, or I'd love to paint, or be an artist or a writer, and that longing is in you, but there's circumstances or whatever that are real. They're not just stories. That everyone's stories are theirs, and I honor that too, and we can honor that. But we can also take responsibility for our lives, and in doing so, then we take our power back to make it what it is we want to have, to be, to create, to co-create, and we're empowered to do that. And when we take responsibility, and it is a powerful thing. So follow your bliss, your highest self. Use your talents, share your talents that you have with the world. Don't keep them to yourselves. I'm Elijah, and this is Wisdom from the Road, and thanks for being with me.